been an outrageously expensive spring. It's an understatement. We've already spent more this year than we've ever spent in a season.
It's been an outrageously expensive spring. It's an understatement. We've already spent more this year than we've ever spent in a season. The tension in the room was unbearable. All eyes were fixed on the judge as the final verdict was delivered, a decision that would change everything for Parker Schnabel. For years, he stood as a symbol of relentless determination, carving his name into the gold mining world with sheer grit and ambition. But now, the chapter that defined his life has come to an abrupt and unexpected end. The weight of the sentence marks more than just the conclusion of a legal battle. It's a farewell that few saw coming. How did it come to this? What events led to the shocking moment, leaving Parker Schnabel at a crossroads no one could have predicted? What would you do if your entire future came down to one impossible choice, a safe college education or a high-stakes gamble on gold? For Parker Schnabel, the decision wasn't just about ambition, it was about legacy. Born into a family steeped in the mining trade, Parker grew up surrounded by the grit and grind of Big Nugget Mine in Alaska. His grandfather, John Schnabel, wasn't just a miner, he was a mentor and a legend, a man whose wisdom shaped Parker's entire outlook on life. From a young age, Parker learned that gold mining wasn't just about the shine of gold, it was about resilience, grit, and the ability to face failure head-on. When he was still a teenager, he took the reins of the family mine, showing a level of confidence and determination that few adults could muster. But Parker's biggest gamble was yet to come. Would you risk everything, your savings, your stability, your future, just to chase a dream in the unforgiving wilderness? Parker did. When faced with the opportunity to go to college or invest his entire college fund into a mining operation, Parker chose the dirt over the diploma. It wasn't a decision that sat well with his family, especially his mother. But for Parker, it was more than a gamble, it was his calling. And as we now know, it was a gamble that paid off in gold, literally. How does a teenager with nothing but a dream go on to unearth over $100 million worth of gold? Parker Schnabel's story on Gold Rush didn't begin as a tale of triumph. When he first appeared on the show, he was just a wide-eyed teenager with a fiery temper and a stubborn determination to prove himself. By 16, Parker had already taken control of the Big Nugget Mine, stepping into his grandfather's massive boots. The stakes were high, and failure wasn't just a possibility, it was a looming shadow. Through relentless work and calculated risks, Parker quickly rose to fame as one of Gold Rush's most captivating figures. With a knack for finding gold where others saw only dirt, he pushed his operations further than anyone thought possible. By the time he hit his mid-20s, Parker had mined an astonishing 63,000 ounces of gold, worth nearly $100 million. But was it luck, skill, or sheer audacity that got him there? And could it all fall apart as quickly as it came together? His success wasn't confined to the Yukon. Parker's thirst for gold took him to far-off places like Guyana and Australia, where he faced entirely new challenges. From venomous snakes to grueling heat, each adventure tested his limits. But Parker's hunger for success never wavered. Still, gold mining is anything but predictable, and Parker knows that better than anyone. Despite his massive earnings, every season brings new risks, and the possibility of losing it all. What kind of person thrives in a world where failure could cost millions and success is never guaranteed? Parker Schnabel is not your average gold miner. He's intense, quick-tempered, and laser-focused, a combination that has earned him both admirers and critics. At just 6 feet tall, his presence looms larger than life, especially when he's in the middle of a high-stakes mining operation. But Parker's leadership style isn't all bark and no bite. Beneath his gruff exterior lies a man who cares deeply about his crew and his operation. He knows that in the unforgiving wilderness, teamwork is everything. He doesn't just command respect, he earns it, even if it means butting heads along the way. But how does someone so driven balance the immense pressure of leadership with the demands of personal relationships? The answer, he doesn't, at least not easily. Parker's relentless focus on mining has often taken a toll on his personal life. His relationship with Australian veterinarian Ashley Yule brought a rare glimpse of his softer side. But their breakup revealed just how much Parker prioritizes his work. Ashley deserved better, he admitted, showing a rare moment of vulnerability. Still, Parker's drive is what sets him apart. While many millionaires splurge on yachts or mansions, Parker pours every dollar back into his mining operation. His reasoning is simple: success in gold mining doesn't come from resting on your laurels, it comes from pushing forward, no matter how high the stakes. But how long can anyone keep up that kind of pace? And what happens when the pressure becomes too much? Could you risk your fortune, your safety, and your sanity for a shot at gold? For Parker, the answer is always yes. Gold mining isn't just a job, it's a gamble. And Parker Schnabel has always been willing to bet big. From battling floods and harsh weather to dodging dangerous wildlife, Parker's journey has been fraught with challenges. The Yukon wilderness is as unforgiving as it is bountiful, and every season is a test of Parker's resilience. One of his biggest challenges came with the infamous Wolf Cut, a high-stakes mining area that could make or break his season. With millions of dollars on the line, Parker and his crew worked tirelessly to reach the gold-rich pay layer. But just as success seemed within reach, disaster struck. A massive flood turned the cut into a lake, threatening to wash away months of effort. For Parker, it was a nightmare come to life. As water poured in faster than they could pump it out, the crew faced the possibility of losing everything. What do you do when nature turns against you and everything you've built hangs in the balance? Behind Parker Schnabel's success lies his team, his lifeline in the unpredictable world of gold mining. Each member plays a vital role, from running heavy machinery to solving on-the-spot crises. The stakes are always sky-high, and when things go wrong, it's a team effort to fix them. But working with Parker isn't for the faint-hearted. Known for his fiery temper and relentless drive, he demands nothing less than excellence. It's this intensity that has made his operation one of the most successful in the Yukon. But it's also what pushes everyone, including himself, to their limits. Modern gold mining is not as glamorous as it sounds. Forget massive golden nuggets, most miners are chasing flecks of gold buried deep in harsh, frozen terrain. And Parker faces it all: unforgiving weather, treacherous terrain, and relentless financial pressures. The Yukon is not just cold, it's brutal. One moment, equipment breaks down in freezing temperatures, the next, a flood can wipe out months of work. And unlike many other businesses, there's no guarantee of a payout at the end of the season. Take the Wolf Cut, for example. It was a high-risk venture Parker hoped would be his big win. But nature had other plans. Just when his team was close to uncovering a fortune, disaster struck. A flood turned the cut into a muddy lake. For Parker, it wasn't just water he was battling, it was the fear of losing everything. His team worked tirelessly to drain millions of gallons, building barriers and fighting mud. But the relentless flow kept coming. As Parker himself admitted, it was a make-or-break moment. Imagine pouring everything you've got, money, energy, hope, into a single venture, only to see it literally sink beneath your feet. What would you do, quit or fight back like Parker did? Mining might be Parker's first love, but his personal life is a different story. Despite being one of reality TV's biggest stars, Parker keeps his private life under wraps, leaving fans endlessly curious. Relationships, it seems, often take a back seat to the demands of mining, and his history proves it. For now, Parker remains single, his focus entirely on mining. But viewers can't help but wonder, will there ever be room for love in his future, or if he'll always choose gold over romance? Can someone so dedicated to mining ever find time for love, or is Parker destined to live for the thrill of gold alone? Financial and operational stakes. The stakes have never been higher for Parker Schnabel. Gold mining is not just a job, it's a game of survival. Every season, Parker pours millions into equipment, crew wages, and mining claims, often taking on massive debt in hopes of striking it rich. But success is far from guaranteed. Would you bet everything, your money, your time, your future, on a single season of work? Parker does, every year. This season, Parker has set an ambitious goal, extracting 10,000 ounces of gold worth a jaw-dropping $25 million. It's not just about profit, it's about keeping his operation afloat. The pressure is immense. One wrong move, one unexpected disaster, and it could all come crashing down. Adding to the tension is the ticking clock on Parker's Dominion Creek claim. With only 6 years left on the license, the clock is literally running out. If Parker doesn't hit big soon, he risks losing access to a site that could hold up to $200 million in gold. For someone who's already mined over $100 million worth of gold in his career, the idea of falling short now is unthinkable. What would you do if your dream had an expiration date? For Parker, failure is not an option. Despite the crushing pressure, Parker thrives on the challenge. He reinvests nearly every penny he earns into better equipment and more ambitious projects, proving that for him, mining is about more than money, it's about the thrill of the hunt and the legacy he's building, 1 ounce of gold at a time. Parker Schnabel's story isn't just about gold. It's about grit, determination, and the human spirit's unrelenting drive to overcome obstacles. Whether it's battling floods, navigating strained relationships, or risking it all on a single season, Parker's journey keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. In the unforgiving Yukon wilderness, where every mistake can mean financial ruin, Parker faces the ultimate question: can he beat the odds again, or will this be the season that breaks him? Parker Schnabel's story isn't just about digging for gold, it's about honoring a legacy built on grit, wisdom, and perseverance. His journey was shaped by one remarkable man, his grandfather, John Schnabel. John wasn't just any miner, he was the heart and soul of the Schnabel family, a mentor who turned lessons in mining into lessons for life. He taught Parker the art of patience, the value of hard work, and the importance of staying grounded even when success strikes. A mentor like John doesn't just teach skills. Parker once said, he teaches you how to live. But carrying on John's legacy wasn't a simple hand-me-down story. It was a heavy responsibility that Parker shouldered at a young age. Taking the reins of the family's Big Nugget mine at just 16 years old, Parker didn't merely maintain what his grandfather built, he modernized it. He invested in cutting-edge technology and hired skilled teams to push the limits of what small-scale mining could achieve. Parker turned a family operation into a professional empire, proving that tradition and innovation can work hand in hand. What sets Parker apart isn't just his drive to strike it rich, it's his sense of purpose. Mining, for him, isn't just about finding gold, it's about creating something meaningful. He often speaks about how his grandfather's values influence every decision he makes. Parker has been known to say, gold is great, but legacy, that's priceless. This ethos drives him to build not just wealth, but something that will last long after he's gone. Mining isn't for the faint-hearted, and Parker knows this better than anyone. Nature is a cruel and unpredictable adversary, and it doesn't care about your dreams or deadlines. From torrential floods to mechanical failures, Parker has faced every kind of setback imaginable. One of his toughest battles came with the now infamous Wolf Cut, a site that could have been a gold mine, both literally and figuratively. The Wolf Cut was supposed to be Parker's big break, a claim with untapped potential rumored to hold over 2,000 ounces of gold. But just as success seemed within reach, disaster struck. A massive flood turned the promising cut into a watery grave for Parker's dreams. Millions of gallons of water poured in, undoing weeks of back-breaking work. Imagine standing on the edge of your biggest opportunity, only to watch it sink before your eyes. That's exactly what Parker faced. The sight of his flooded claim wasn't just heartbreaking, it was soul-crushing. Yet what came next is what truly defines Parker Schnabel. Most people would have walked away, chalking it up as a loss. But not Parker. He and his team worked around the clock to save the site. Pumps roared non-stop, moving millions of gallons of water in a desperate race against time. Every moment felt like a gamble. Would they find gold beneath the muck, or would all that effort be for nothing? As Parker later admitted, I've seen setbacks before, but the Wolf Cut felt like the universe was testing me. Parker's ability to bounce back from crushing defeats is what keeps fans glued to their screens. It's not just the gold they're rooting for, it's Parker's grit, his refusal to quit, and his willingness to take risks that would make others cringe. This resilience has turned him into a role model, not just for miners, but for anyone chasing a dream. Every time Parker's story seems to hit a dead end, he finds a way to dig deeper, literally and metaphorically. And it's this unpredictability that makes his journey so compelling. But resilience doesn't come without a price. Parker's relentless focus on mining has taken a toll on his personal life. His breakup with Ashley Yule revealed just how much mining consumes him. "Mining is my life," Parker confessed. "But sometimes, I wonder if I'm giving up too much." Despite these struggles, Parker remains laser-focused on his goals, determined to balance the demands of his career with the legacy he's building. If there's one thing fans know about Parker Schnabel, it's that he never does anything halfway. That's why Season 15 of Gold Rush promises to be his most intense yet. With gold prices skyrocketing and a goal of pulling in 10,000 ounces worth $25 million, the stakes have never been higher. But Parker isn't just fighting for profits, he's fighting to keep his operation alive. The Dominion Creek claim, one of his most lucrative sites, has only 6 years left on its license. That ticking clock adds even more pressure to an already high-stakes season. Parker has to hit record-breaking numbers, all while managing massive debt and battling the harsh Yukon terrain. Early teasers suggest this season will push Parker to his breaking point. Will he rise to the challenge, or will the unforgiving Yukon finally claim victory? What makes this season particularly gripping is the sheer unpredictability of gold mining. Parker himself has admitted, "You can plan all you want, but at the end of the day, mining is about surviving the chaos." And chaos is exactly what viewers can expect as Parker takes on his most ambitious season yet. At the heart of Parker's story is a simple truth: he's not just chasing gold. He's chasing the thrill, the challenge, and the satisfaction of turning dirt into treasure. For Parker, mining isn't just a job, it's a calling. And it's that passion that keeps fans tuning in season after season. Every flood, every failed relationship, and every sleepless night spent fixing broken machinery is a testament to Parker's unbreakable spirit. Fans don't just watch him for the gold, they watch to see how he overcomes the impossible. And as Parker himself puts it, the gold is just the cherry on top. As Gold Rush Season 15 unfolds, viewers will see Parker face some of his toughest challenges yet. With financial ruin looming and the Dominion Creek clock ticking, the stakes couldn't be higher. But if there's one thing fans can count on, it's that Parker won't go down without a fight. Will this be the season that breaks Parker, or will he defy the odds once again and come out on top? One thing's for sure, the road ahead won't be smooth, but it will be unforgettable. As we watch his story unfold, one thing is certain: Parker Schnabel isn't just digging for gold, he's chasing a dream, one challenge at a time. And for fans of Gold Rush, that's a journey worth following. Could this truly be the end of the road, or is there still a chance for redemption? Let us know your thoughts. What do you think comes next for Parker? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the latest developments in this unfolding story.